Hiya folks, and welcome back to Fishing with Den. Well, I'm fishing a sort of a warm-up match for the main event, which is going to occur in the next couple of days. A fairly decent sized match, and I'm having issues with cameras. For some reason GoPro have decided to update the firmware on the camera, the GoPro, and I've had all sorts of problems with it because I came for a practice yesterday, and whilst I was here I was also fishing with a longer range rod, and I lost the tip out of my new Free Spirit CTX power feeder rod, the quiver tip, so I'm down by a rod now. Had all sorts of problems this morning with different things, and I'm not feeling the love at the moment, I'm afraid. So the whistle's gone. I'm going to chuck it out to, I'm not putting any bait on, as you can see. I'm just going to get some bait out there, chuck it out, hopefully hit the line clip. There we go, like that. Give it a few seconds, repeat the process. But it was frosty this morning, so it's probably going to be a little bit difficult today. Certainly yesterday I blanked, so that wasn't so good. So yeah, not feeling the love today, I'm afraid. A little bit down about things. Had all sorts of issues with cameras yesterday, as I say, and then today, just to top it off, the GoPro, the battery that I've got down here somewhere, this one, this is what I keep it charged up with during the day, and that's died on me now as well, so I've only got a small battery to be able to do it with. So whether we manage to get a full video out of this or not, I don't know. We'll try, but I'm going to just get some bait out there and we'll see how we go. It's really misty, as you can probably see. You can't see a marker out there to aim at. There is a tree, but it's not on my line, so I'm kind of going just kind of left of the tree a bit, and we'll see how that works out. I'm hoping one of my mates has actually got a spare quiver tip, a 3-ounce tip for the Free Spirit rod, because I'm fishing at sort of 45-50 metres today, and it may well be that I've got to go out to 70. So I'd actually set up that distance stuff, the new distance feeder, which is this one. That's the square version of the one I showed you last week. Been doing a bit of research with it and messing around yesterday, and if I have to go out with that one I will, but it's going to be a bit problematic with only one rod. I've actually got a method feeder rod set up as well, more on the off chance than anything else. I could consider coming in short at sort of 20 to 30 metres, but to be honest, the water's gin clear, it's freezing cold, and it's not really the way it's done here. It's in the summer you'd be alright, but not really at the moment in the winter. They don't really tend to come in that close, so I will feed it a little bit, but I'm not convinced about how well that line will produce. Just get this bait out there. Not much wind today. There's a little bit, and hopefully it'll blow this mist away so I can actually see a marker on the far bank, so I can actually work out where I'm going to fish to. What I have done, as you've just seen, I've just put 3 feederfuls in with ground bait and a few pellets and corn, but I'm also going to use a particle feeder. We talked about these a few weeks ago. I think I used them on the river, so I want to just sort of see how we go with using ground bait and using particles, and I might sort of swap and change between them during the day. It's only a question of clipping off and clipping one on, if I've got one out. Yeah, I've got one out, but I haven't put a weight on it, but you know the idea. It's a sliding weight at the back. I'll put that in at the minute. Enclosed top, so I'll just pour bait in there and just plug it off with a bit of ground bait, but you'll see me doing that during the match. Right, let's get on with it then. Okay, well look, I'm ready to cast in. I've got 3 feederfuls of ground bait in there, 2 feederfuls with the particle feeder. I've got a size 10 hook on. I've got 5 bits of corn on the hook, and I'm going to go in first of all with the particle feeder, and that'll make a total of 6 baits out there. So literally just put a few in there, a few bits of corn, and then literally just top it off with ground bait. Keeps it all in and we're good to go. I'm not expecting to get a bite for some time. As I say, I fished it yesterday a bit further up, blanked. Two guys fished along here and they blanked. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But it's a different day. We've had a frost this morning, so it's a little bit chilly. And I think it's time for a cup of tea while I wait for a bite. Well folks, I've had a bit of a nightmare today with the cameras. I started off with the GoPro, which is what we're doing now, and that decided to die on me, and so I tried the DJI Osmo and that won't connect. I'm having all sorts of issues with that, and in between that I've caught 3 fish. We're about an hour in and nobody else has caught around me, but I've had to be over there with the tripod watching for bites, and yeah, I'm doing alright, but you haven't seen any of it because I've just had so many problems with the cameras. So I'm not sure how we're going to do for doing the full match tomorrow and the next day. Not even sure how we're going to do with this one, but anyway, I've got 3, we're an hour in and I'm ahead of everybody I can see around me. So that's it for the update for now. I'm just hoping I can keep this camera going. Well, that'd be right, wouldn't it? Can't get any camera to connect now. Oh yeah, I can't film it though. I just tried a second camera and I can't get it to connect. Yeah, not with cameras though, mate. I was standing there, thought, oh, that tip's pulled round. I can't do it, mate. I was trying to do the camera still. This is hard work, this. I've got to get one camera to work now I'm catching. "140 metres! 140 metres!" You heard me, didn't you? Okay, well the GoPro just died again, so I'm really not sure about how much of a video we're going to get out of this, guys. I finally managed to get the DJI action camera working and connecting, which is what we're viewing on now, so I honestly don't know how this is going to go. But we've had 3 fish. And nobody else has still caught any, and they're about, I think it's an hour and a half in. Mist starting to go a bit, but it's kind of a bit problematic when you spent an hour and a half trying to get cameras working. So anyway, we may or may not get to the main match in, I don't know. Well, just on my first little nudge for quite some time. Mind you, I haven't really been watching the tip. I've only caught the fish when it's gone pretty much around. It's gone a bit dead for a while, and then now the sun's coming out and the mist's going. I really don't know. Could do with a little bit of breeze maybe. Well, first bite in a while, but I don't know what it is. It's pulling round, but I'm not even sure I've got one on. No, I think it's fallen off. Oh well. Some days it just doesn't work, does it? I was convinced I got that one on. It was a good pull round bite. Oh well, we got bait. I've just gone back to the particle feeder, and I don't know if that made any difference whatsoever, but that's what I had the bite on. Right, sun's coming out now and it's flat calm, which is not normally a good sign. Okay, try again. It's about a 10-second drop, so got a good, well, probably about 11 feet out there, because obviously the feeder when it's full drops at a different rate to when it's empty. Okay. Now that pulled round, and that was pretty much straight away. Okay. Odds down there, they've had one perch between the two of them. Okay. They're not big fish that I've had, they're only in the sort of £3 range. I caught on something then. I think we're about 2 hours in now, I'm not absolutely sure. Oh. Some of the boys are arriving for the main event tomorrow. There's only about half of us fishing the warm-up match today, so I'll probably end up getting talked to as they all start to arrive. I'll make the boat's starting to come out. It's Friday, so they're all coming out for the weekend. Right, getting closer. Again, not a big fish, but hey, Can't complain when you got 4 and nobody around you's caught one, so I don't know how they're getting on up there. I fished right at the top yesterday and, as I said earlier, I just blanked. It was rubbish. Either that or I was rubbish. I don't really know what to say about that. And of course the boat is going to go straight over where I baited. Why do they always go over the baited area? At least he hasn't turned the engine on full yet. Come on fish, time to come in. They're only paying first and second today, so I really don't know. I have no idea what anybody else has caught. No one's phoned anybody up to say. Oh, actually, that's not a bad fish. Yeah, that'll help with the weight of it. A good 5 or 6 pound maybe. Certainly 5. I'm going to show you. We'll get him straight in the net. Get back out there. Fish are going to be precious today. Still fishing with the 5 bits of corn on the hair rig. As I say, started to just feed a bit with the particle feeder. Not sure if it makes a great deal of difference, but it's all a confidence booster when you're catching. Right. Okay, so same as before, bunch of pellets, get some corn in and just cap it off with some ground bait. Not rocket science then, not rocket science. Okay, so not really aiming for a marker today because I can't see anything on the far bank. There's a tree out there, but it's not really something I can aim at. Alright, that's 4. Okay. Got no voice control on this one. It doesn't seem to want to operate too well, so I'm having to push the button to tell it to record and then get to the rod, which means that the rod's gone round. Oh, continue on and see what we can get out of a video, but if I get it in, this will be 5, but as you can see, it's flat calm now. Absolutely flat calm. Nobody's catching at the moment, down here anyway. Some of the other guys that are walking it, that are fishing the match tomorrow, excuse me, they said that I'm probably somewhere about joint first as of about half an hour ago. But whether the other guys are still catching, because I've slowed right down. It's gone 12 now, it's probably about 12:30, which is 3 hours into a 5-hour match. So, you don't know, do you? I was actually surprised when this one went round. But hey. Did you hear that? Easy in again. Them poor buggers haven't actually caught anything. Come on, fish. It's a steady wind because it's winter, and I'm just taking my time because I really don't want to put any undue pressure on this fish. Have a hook pull. Alright, down towards me now. There's a lot of blue-green algae, which you probably won't be able to see. But for the middle of winter, I'm surprised that we're getting that. Small fish again. Oof. Come on. All nicely lip hooked today, nothing swallowed it at all. Right, you see this is in the lip as well. Right, come on fish, out of the way. Got to be done about now, I reckon. And 5. Well, at least I'm getting 1 or 2. Cold though. Not me, the fish. Oh, hook's falling out of the net. There we go. Come on fish, get out. Got no depth down there unfortunately. Got it out as far as I can. There we go. But this place is really shallow in the edge and there's only a certain distance you can wade. Right. I'm back on the normal feeder now, not the particle feeder. Not that I'm thinking it makes a great deal of difference. I'm just thinking that the sun is actually the determining factor at the moment. When I had those first 3 fish in that sort of first hour period, I know you didn't see it, but it was sort of pretty sort of dark and miserable and gloomy and foggy and horrible. And of course we had a frost this morning too. But to be honest, I'd rather have that than a flat calm with the sun on it. Anyway, let's get back out there. Oops, I need longer fingers. Right. Still, if that one's willing to feed, hopefully the others are too. I've just had my first liner for a while.
I wish I could get one of them.
Yeah, it must get soul destroying, mate. Oh well. Just goes to show there is an odd one out there though. No. Oh, hang on. I'm going to hit that. Yeah, I didn't get it, mate. Blew it. I thought I got that one. Can't afford that today, Den. Still stuck at the 5. Lads next door to me have still caught nothing. But I'm gathering that there's a couple of others with 5 fish as well. So at the moment, it all depends on catching 1 or 2 more, I think. But at least I had a bite there, so I'll get back out there and see what we can do. What's going on here? I think that's a drop back. Yeah. I tell you what, mate, I think that one had it on the drop. Exactly. Yeah. Well. Got a little bit of ripple out in the area where I'm fishing at the moment. I don't know if that's making the difference, but I just had that bite literally, chucked it back in and it went round. I'm still not sure I'm recording all this, but only time will tell when I get to do the editing. But at least you see me have 1 or 2 fish. They're not big fish though. There we are, he's out there about 10 metres now I reckon. So, come on fish. Pretty average sort of size like I say. Yep, caught around his dorsal. I mentioned before they've got these very sort of spiky serrated dorsal fins and they tear your nets to pieces, but you also, there he gets off, they also get caught behind it when you're fishing. Very awkward playing a fish from the side. Right, come on fish. Must be about due now. Come on. Oh yeah, 6. Well, we're there or thereabouts anyway. He's actually bigger than I thought. He's probably a good £5 or more, this one. Get him in the net. Right. Oh, nice pull round that one. Again, pretty much out of the blue though. I've heard that somebody up the way there's had 6 or 7, and of course this will make 7 for me. Obviously they may well have caught more in the last half an hour ago since I heard, but if I can get this one in, I can't be far off. As I say, it's not a big match this one, it's just the sort of pre-festival warm-up match. But it's gone a lot better than I expected it to. Oh, what happened there? Came off. Ah, damn. You wouldn't chuckle, would you? Just literally wasn't there anymore. Wow. Okay, so I haven't got 7. Can't be chickens. Not a good plan. Oops, can't even do that now. Don't count your chickens, Dan. I don't know. Why that fell off, I have no idea. Oh well. Back to being 6. I hope this is actually recording, because otherwise I've been talking to myself for the last 2 or 3 hours. I just dropped one off, Mark, halfway in.
I dropped off. Oh, shit.
Bit of a blow for me, eh? You don't have to sound so gutted about it.
What's that?
You don't have to sound quite so gutted about it. Thanks, mate.
I'm just happy someone's getting by.
Yeah. Well, lost that one, put it in, it went straight round again. See if we can do any better this time. Make sure I'm recording. Oh, it's been an eventful day on the old camera's front, I'd have to tell you guys. Oh, he's actually on the surface, way out in front of me.
Put it back in, stay away.
Yeah. Literally probably 30 seconds, Mark. I'm not going to say it, but if I get it in, this could well be number 7, but I'm not saying it. Trouble is, I can't tell the camera to start doing its thing at the moment because it's not taking voice commands, so I'm having to reach down and press the recording button on the phone in order to make it record, so I'm a bit slow with the strikes. Hope you guys appreciate what I do for you. Likes the surface, this guy. Alright, come on. Come on. Oof, thought it'd fallen off again then. Yeah. Okay. You just said well done, Dan. I've got a couple at least 5. Yeah. But yeah, £3 would be about the average, I suppose. Oh, come on, get out the net. Right. If we can get a couple more, we've got a chance. Yay. I think Mark's getting despondent next door. I don't know if you can hear this conversation. He's on about taking up lawn bowls now instead. Gotta feel sorry for him. He's only had one perch all day. Do you know, I think this is a bigger fish. Could do with getting this one in. He's got that sort of slow, ponderous sort of movements. That's not to say I can't be wrong, because obviously I've been wrong a few times in the past. But hey. Alright, come on fish. This has got to be bigger than the other ones. Take me time. Yeah, he's starting to pull back now a bit, isn't he? This has been summer, I've been playing this a lot harder, but fish are precious today. Sorry about that, folks. I know you just missed the end of that fight, but the battery died this time. So, in one of those days, I'm afraid. Still, we're up to 8 fish now. And I've obviously moved the camera, so that didn't help. And I bet it's been like that for a while. I don't know. Really don't know if you'll get a video out of this one today, guys. Still not right. Oh, it's messing around. I could have caught another 3 fish, couldn't I? Still. Right, well, as I say, we may or may not get a video. Who knows? Whew, we've got just under half an hour to go. And tonight I'm going to have to sit in the hotel room and try and sort out these cameras. Mind you, I really don't know what's wrong with them. I'd say that was a bite. Yes. Well, are we starting to put a few together? As I say, I'm having to push the button down there before I can strike, so it may just look a little slow on my part, but then if they're on, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I think this is a smallish one, but again it will be 9 if I get it in. And that is good. Just hope they haven't started to catch up there. Right, come on fish. That'll do. 9. Whew. Well, I really blew that one, didn't I? Turns out that I had about £43.5 and came third. They only paid two, so no money for that for me. It wasn't a big match. But I got beat for second place by 3 ounces, and the winner had, I think, about £6 more than me. And of course, you saw all the problems I had with cameras and batteries and all the rest of it, and spending an hour and a half messing around with it and catching fish in between, but just messing around with it was really stupid. I should have just binned the whole thing, forgotten the video, and gone on and possibly won the match. I mean, certainly well within the realms of possibility, and entirely my own fault for persevering with the video. Anyway, for what it's worth, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can always click the button like normal. If you want to subscribe, feel free to do that too. And the next video will be the 2-day main match itself. Anyway, that's it for now. See you next time.